Hey, welcome. We are so happy you're here. Beth Lee and
the IT guy.
Yes, and we are so excited. Look, who's got new chompers? Gen X presents Dan IT Guy gets new chompers.
That's right.
He's got new teeth. Now, we were going to have him start out with his teeth right up against the camera, but I thought that might be a little too much. See, it's too much. But he's got new teeth. It's awesome.
It's very nice.
He's a whole new man. And we are going to talk about the process today. We're going to talk about like everything that he's been through.
Up to it.
Yes. And we're going to talk about the company that did this process for him.
It's pretty amazing what they do.
Yes, it's amazing. And the company is incredible. And we just cannot wait to share this all with you. So let's check to see who's all in.
A bunch of really great people.
Yes, it's amazing. Like, you know how you walk in and you can tell right when you walk into a business, kind of like what the people are like.
Yeah.
And you can tell that when you walk into the building at Nuvia. So Nuvia is the company that gave Dan his new teeth, his new smile, his new lease on life. And you can tell when you first walk in the building, like every single person, it doesn't matter if it's reception, it doesn't matter if it's the doctors or the dentists, it doesn't matter if it's the nurses or the consultants that talk to you. It doesn't matter who it is that you're talking to. Everyone has a smile on their face. Everyone is very helpful, and we'll get more into that. But if you're having a bad day, go to Nuvia, any of their offices, and you will have an amazing day after that.
Right.
I can just tell you that. So, yes. So
let's see who we got going on.
Well, me. Dan and I are so excited about tonight's show. Can't wait to chat with all of you. Thank you for joining us. If you are new to our channel, let me get over here. If you're new to our channel, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Hit
that thing right there.
Yes, please do that if you're new to our channel.
It'll tell you anytime that we come on here.
Yes, please do that. Thank you so much.
We do game nights. We do some other stuff besides just the show on Thursday night.
Yes, we sure do. Cousin Tim is here.
What up, cuz?
Is this one of those Grin and Bear It style shows? Yes. And we are going to be doing a lot of smiling, I think. We got Mr. Smiley here. He hasn't been Mr. Smiley. Hasn't been Mr. Smiley in a long time. So I'm very happy to see the smile on his face.
It's pretty crazy.
Yes. And we've got Mr. Destroyer. Howdy.
What's up, brother? The inspiration.
Yes. We got Colleen Tebow.
What's up, Kylie?
Hello.
How you
doing? And Ricky.
Hey,
what's up, Dan?
What's up, Ricky?
Nice. So glad you're here to see us. We've got Pop in the house. Hello, Dan and Beth.
What's up, Pop?
Shout out to Toofy.
There he is.
Mr. Chompers.
Mr. Chompers himself.
So we went through Nuvia, and so I want you to talk about that.
So,
like when it was first brought up to you.
I've actually wanted to do this for quite a while, actually, since Eric got his done.
Yes.
Last year. And it's expensive. So I haven't really, we talked about it, and I was going to, once we got out here and got established and got everything rolling, then I was going to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And I came over here on the first Thursday night of Bears games. So I'm over here at the Bears game, and my mom and dad came over, and my mom says to me that she wants to pay the down payment for me to get my teeth done. And I'm like, I can't have you. I can't let you do that.
No.
That's not right. It's a lot of money.
Yes.
Like, it's a lot of money. It's worth it 100%.
We have Nuvia Dental Implant Center. Nuvia,
nice.
So nice to see you in here. Thank you so much for everything. For everything. Diecast Dream Customs. That video is significantly less yellow than normal. Yes, we don't have a big yellow car in the back. It's out in the driveway, actually. Hey guys, can't play. I'll just be listening. Many calls and t-shirts to make. Nice. It's good to be busy.
Yeah.
Trying to fund the trip to No Name.
There you go.
Nice.
Good deal, dude.
Yes. For all of you who are watching, Nuvia Dental Implant Center is the company that we went through. we're just going to keep their name up here for a little bit. But go ahead with your story, honey.
I forgot where I was at. What was I saying?
That you were telling your mom and dad that it was a little too expensive.
I was telling them, Eric basically thought that I was scared to go and have it done. I wasn't scared. I was planning on having it done. I just didn't want that to be a financial burden on my parents.
Right.
You turn that fan on?
I don't know how to. Is it this remote?
I think it's that one.
Okay. We're sweating. It's Arizona.
There we go.
There we go.
Eric, it's getting hot in here.
We figured it out, though. Colleen, wow, that's impressive. Nubia in the house. Yes.
They're awesome. They're great people. It was...
Too, babe. Hi.
It was awesome. But anyway, back to the story. So my mom, wants to pay for the down payment, which is way more than I ever would have asked them to do.
Yes.
Because I'm just not that guy. I don't usually like to have people help me so much. I usually like to be the person doing the help.
Well, because we're Gen X and that's how we are.
It's just how it is. So.
But Dan was resistant.
The conversation got pretty heated.
And so Dan and I leave that day, and we get home, and I hadn't said very much while we were here. And we get home, and I said, the only thing I'm going to say is this. If your bone structure deteriorates anymore, then you won't be able to have it done. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
Yeah.
You can make your decision, but I would really like you to get this done because, like I said to the consultants when we went in, Dan IT guy is one of the kindest, most generous men that I've ever met. And that's one of the reasons I married him. I had to snag him. I had to grab him up because guys like this don't come along every day. He is willing to do anything for anybody at any time. And he's just so
just your average guy.
No, he's so nice. And I wanted him to be able to have that confidence back that he had before because, he wasn't around close friends and family. He would smile, but he had lost some of that confidence when we would go out. And I wanted him to have that confidence back. And I wanted him to have something good happen to him. And so it was important for me for him to do this because I wanted him just, they always say nice guys finish last, and he always takes the back seat, always wants to have everything done for everybody else. And I wanted something for him, and it's paid off. I haven't seen him not smile in a long, he hasn't stopped smiling for 2 weeks. He had it done 2 weeks ago. And he hasn't stopped smiling.
So the coolest thing about Nubia is you go in, they take your teeth out.
Turbo Tom says learning to talk with new teeth. Yes.
Yeah, I'm learning to talk with new teeth. No question. You'll hear the whistle once in a while. I'm trying not to whistle for you guys, but anyway.
Was that guy with that baby face in the video? Stuck double. Yeah. Says, hey, Red Foreman.
Hey.
Health is important.
Dumbass.
And yes, health is important and you can't put a value on it. Yes, looking good, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm still getting used to how he looks now. It's different.
Well,
because he's
I'm sure you guys were all used to me being, with my beard, and
yes.
I had to shave my beard off, and
yes.
It was all a little. I quit smoking.
Yes.
I quit pretty much everything.
John Dowman says it's a new chapter of your life with a new smile. Thank you so much for coming in, John. We appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
And our Labrador, your smile is fabulous. Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Yes, his smile is amazing.
Love it.
Amazing. Go ahead and continue.
So where was I at?
So we go in for the consultation. So
yeah.
So we meet with a couple of representatives from the company and we're listening. They're
super
talking.
Awesome. They're great people.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. And very welcoming. And, they were telling us all about the procedure and how long it was going to take. And basically all the details, that we'll kind of get into. And then they took pictures.
Yeah.
So we've got Dan's mouth how it used to look.
Yep.
Let me share this. Yes. So you can see that's his mouth was
grill.
not in very good shape.
That's teeth missing, busted teeth. It was a mess.
Dan looks great, but no way in hell Two Babe isn't going to mess with you.
I love it.
Never stop, Toe Babes. But you can see like missing teeth. You can see over here we've got.
I had a wisdom tooth that was like all sideways.
And that's the one that they had to really work hard on getting out.
Get out.
So, yeah, and then they took the photos. So.
Oh God, yeah.
So down here,
like a freaking homeless guy.
Down here at the bottom, you can see.
Zoom it in so you can see the one at the bottom.
Yeah. So you can see it
more.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't smiling very much. And the reason why, like his teeth were fantastic, and then 2015 he had an issue with his eye. He had
optic neuritis.
Yes, optic neuritis. Had to go into the hospital over the weekend, and then they ended up giving him
a
lot of
injections of steroids, like injections.
Yes.
Huge amounts of steroids. And it finally, they got my eye to the optic nerve because it was swollen, they got it to unswell basically.
Right.
And once they got it to unswell, then I could see out of my eye again, which was crazy.
Yes. Wow. What a transformation. It's amazing. The transformation is really amazing.
It is amazing.
Really amazing. And yeah, when he was in the hospital and they were giving him all the steroids, they said, your eye's going to get better, but I hope you don't like your teeth because your teeth are all going to fall out. And so he's been dealing with this for the last several years.
Yeah. Just slowly getting worse and getting to the point where like this last year, my front tooth, I was in a bus accident when I was a little kid, and they actually replaced half of my tooth with, just, I forget what they call that, but
like a cap?
It wasn't a cap, but it was like
a bridge, maybe?
No.
I don't know.
It was a filling, basically. It was like a filling, but they had to replace half of my tooth because it busted off. I looked like the guy on Jim Carrey on Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah.
Where he's got his tooth all busted in half. That's what I looked like.
Yeah, Two Babe says, yes, sir, don't want to destroy his foot in the ass. No, you don't. You don't. But yeah, it's slowly been getting worse and worse to the point where, it was basically disintegrating in his mouth. So
the cool thing is this is actually the picture that before and after. This is what they take pictures of you, and then they basically put the teeth in your mouth without actually putting the teeth in your mouth.
Right.
So you can see what you'll look like after everything's done. And this is what we ended up with. So I had to choose between normal, square, and round, and I went with natural. And I think it looks pretty good. It was definitely a process. More mentally than anything else. Yeah. It wasn't even really painful. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. And so when you call in, we went in actually today, and the ladies at reception were telling us that when you call the number here, listen for, I believe it's number 1.
Yeah.
For new patients.
Yep.
So
yeah. You click new patient and it takes you to it takes you to the people that are going to help you.
Right. And they're amazing. They will give you all the information that you need. They break this, it's not like you go in and have to pay everything all at once. They break it down into like 10 years of payments. So it's amazing.
Yeah, they do a payment plan.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Here we go.
Got a double smile.
Double smiles. Here's the two brothers.
Both newbies.
It's worth it. I'm telling you.
It's worth it.
It changes your life.
Yeah, it is.
I lost a complete front tooth, and I look like garbage. And I was in the corporate world at the time, and yeah, makes you look stupid. So if you have issues with it, check them out. Yes, it's expensive, but
it's worth it.
Is your life worth it? It is.
Well, and the thing is it worth it to change your life? Because that's really what
Right.
it is.
No more pain.
It changes your life.
Yes.
You don't have to ever worry about anything hurting your face ever again. Like, I don't ever have to go to the dentist again.
Right.
I go back every 4 or 5 months, and then once a year, and they basically take the teeth out, clean underneath, and check everything, make sure everything's good, and then put everything back in. Mm-hmm. You're good. That's it.
Randy, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us. You look 20 years younger. Congrats on improving your smile and health.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Two Babe says, did it hurt?
Actually, no. It didn't hurt. I expected that it was going to hurt like crazy. Like, I thought maybe even my jaws would hurt or something. No.
Yeah.
Literally. Okay, so let me get to that. So the day of the surgery, we go in. We pay, we get everything set up. We go in and they show us everything. They give us the spiel. This is what we're going to do.
And this is one I get.
So I get, we set a date, and it
was really quick too. It was
it
like
was
the
like
following week.
Yeah, the next week. So I go in the next Wednesday.
Oh, and just a tip. If you're going to have this done, there's a Holiday Inn Express that's like literally in the same parking lot. It's right around the corner.
Oh, this is
from the building.
This one's in
Arizona. In Scottsdale. Yeah. So
there's people from all over the United States. You can call this number in Arizona, and they can give you a number for pretty much any of them.
Yes. So we went to the one in North Scottsdale. So we live like 45 minutes to an hour away. So we got a hotel room for the night before, and then he had to be there at 6:30 the next morning.
Yeah.
So, and then we had the hotel room for, like 2 days, because you're going to have to come back from the hotel or from Nuvia and then go to the hotel and rest and recuperate once they remove the teeth, and then you go back in the next day. So yeah, we rented a hotel, and make sure like get some kind of like a wheelchair or something, because
just makes it
you're probably
easier,
going to need it,
because for the anesthesia lasts quite a while.
Yes.
Thankfully, because it was fun.
Fun for me, and we'll get into that.
It was fun for me too.
Why did Eric bruise so badly and you're fine?
Eric actually had more issues with his bone than I did. And when they pulled his teeth out, they had a harder time getting the teeth out. So you know how it is. Anytime you're digging more and pulling more, you're going to get a little bit more bruising, a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
I barely had any. I had like a little bit of bruise right here, and then a little bit of a bruise down here. And it wasn't like a regular bruise that hurts at all.
Yeah.
It just, I looked at my face and I was like,
basically discoloration.
My face is dark. What the heck is, okay. That's what it is.
And it was like right here, a little bit here, and a little here. And that was it.
Yep.
Yeah. Destroyer said I had a crazy amount of teeth that were difficult to reach.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And they had a heck of a time getting some of his teeth out. So
did you decide to do this because your brother did it first?
Yes.
Yes. 100%.
Yes, honestly.
Yes.
Because I saw how
it
changed his life.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I want that for me.
Yes. Totally restored your confidence. I mean,
absolutely.
It really did.
100%. Anyone thinking about doing this, do it. Just do it. I'm telling you, it changes your life overnight.
Yes. So 3 days prior to this surgery, or to the procedure, he had to stop smoking.
Yeah.
And he basically took the rest of his pack, threw it in the garbage, and said, I'm done. And I'm like, okay, all right. And let's see. When my mom was 18, she had a tooth. It was bad. She had all her teeth pulled. She said she will never have a toothache again.
There you go.
That's
the beauty of it, is you never have to deal with that. Like my eye, it would hurt so bad that my eye would start watering.
And he was buying all these little kits that had like,
it was like
all the stuff on it to work with his teeth.
I don't even know what like alcohol or something.
Yeah.
You put it on there, and then it hurts like hell for about 10 minutes, and then then finally it doesn't hurt quite as bad.
And that was for the last 2 or 3 years that he was doing
all
that.
the time.
Terrible.
I was having to do that.
You look visibly happy.
It was horrible.
Yes.
Absolutely horrible. And I am.
Just do it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, they don't repo teeth. They tell you that too in the office. I went to my army dentist, then had to go to another dentist 3 times to fix what he did.
Yeah.
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 I believe it. So the other thing that had to happen was he had to shave his facial hair, and you know how Dan he had the long beard.
I had a great
beard. My Grizzly Adams,
Damn it.
you know, my mountain man, and so
it's coming back. It's starting to come back.
Yeah. So he had to shave. Yeah. So babyface.
Yeah.
Babyface McGee here. Yeah, Destroyer says his blood pressure dropped afterwards too.
Yeah, Eric's blood pressure dropped after. Yeah, because it makes a big difference in how you feel.
Well, it's amazing how things going on with your mouth will affect different parts of your body. It affects your heart. It affects, all different kinds of things, so it affects your health. So having work done on your teeth, it is important. I know a lot of people are afraid to go to the dentist and afraid to go, and get things done, but it is important to go and have your teeth worked on and have this procedure done, because it will improve your health.
Yeah, honestly, I would recommend this over even getting
Right.
Yeah, if your teeth are good, go to the dentist. No problem. That's fine. But if you have problems with your teeth, get it done.
Right. Where's Eric's car?
I'm telling you.
Eric's dart is out in the.
Yes, Eric's car is out.
It's outside.
It's got a fuel leak, so we don't want to be passing out in here.
He said, so it's free then, Destroyer? No.
I
wish.
Well,
right.
No.
No.
It's definitely not free.
No. So we get over there we stay over at the hotel, and the night before,
Mm-hmm.
and he's already on this medication, because they give you antibiotics, and that you have to start, I think, 3 days beforehand. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then the night before you start taking amoxicillin, it's ibuprofen.
Yeah.
The night before.
600 milligram ibuprofen.
Yeah. So you take that the night before.
Just to take the swelling down.
Yeah, and then this mouth rinse that you're taking.
Chlorhexidine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's like for 3 days beforehand as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
it just kills all the bacteria that's in your mouth. So when they go in and they do the surgery, you don't have as many problems.
Right. And so it is important to make sure that you're following, the instructions that they give you. Make sure that you're following those, because it makes a world of difference. It really does. Yeah, Two Babe says you look way different without the beard, man.
Yeah.
He does.
I look like a retard.
I've finally gotten used to not seeing him with the beard.
Oh, it's coming back. Don't worry.
Yeah, Destroyer says I can eat steak again.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's amazing. So I drop him off at 6:30. We go in there together, and they take him back. And so he's getting all prepped and everything, ready to go. And I'm basically a nervous wreck at this point, because he's having this procedure done, and I don't do well waiting. I was pacing for a while in their office, and I finally decided, okay, I'm gonna go back to the hotel, and I can pace there. So I was pacing there for a while, and then I realized, okay, well, I want to get the sheets set out on the sleeper sofa that they had set up there in our room, and just make sure everything's ready to go.
You have to sit up basically for the first night.
Yeah, first couple of nights you have to sit up and sleep sitting up, because you want your head above your heart.
Yeah.
So
you just don't want to be bleeding out.
Right, and it helps with the swelling too.
Helps with the swelling.
So I'm basically just waiting. So I go back over to the office, and do you want to talk about anything that they did?
Yeah, okay. I was going to talk about the whole
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good.
I'm jumping ahead.
It's all right. So I go in, and they take me in. They do X-rays. They do all the stuff that they got to do. Take pictures, and they take me into the operation room and sit me down in the chair. And the guy, he's got this. I mean, it's a syringe. I'm not kidding you. The syringe was this big around and about this long. It's full of joy juice. Let me just say that.
They gave him the good stuff.
So they start an IV, and the anesthesiologist goes, well, you're not going to feel anything after about 30 seconds, just so you know. And I said, okay. He goes, so you're going to hear me talking, and then all of a sudden you're going to wake up. And I'm like, all right. So literally, he's like, so anyway, and that's all I remember.
Then Beth hit the mini bar. Not quite. Not quite.
So he must have started started pushing on the syringe because I was.
Did he tell you to count to 1?
I think so. He said something like that. I don't even remember. But all I know is I was out. And then I woke up and I was laughing, talking to the doctor who's sitting next to me, playing music, going, hey, man, you going to wake up or what's going on?
So I go back.
I was laughing my ass off, dude. I was having the best time ever.
So I had been at the hotel. So I figured, okay, it's 10:30. It's been like 4 hours. I haven't gotten a call yet. So I'm going to head back over to the office and just check on it, everything. So I had already taken the wheelchair out, and, the people at the hotel were really nice, and they were kind of funny. They're like, where's your husband at? And I said, I dropped him off to get a dental procedure done. And they're like, oh, okay. And then I come back downstairs with a wheelchair with nobody in it. And they're like, okay. And I come back inside and they're like, is that for your husband? And I said, yeah. And they're like, well, where is he? And I said, he's still getting the procedure done. So they were really nice though. And they kept checking in and saying, how's the patient doing? And I'm like, hey, he's good. He's good. So I get over there at 10:30 and the girls out front we were joking around, and they said, Dan just woke up. Like, he was supposed to wake up like an hour ago, but he just woke up.
Out, dude.
So I said, yeah, I probably should have told you that he sleeps really hard and it's hard to wake him up. And they're like, yeah, that would have been good information. So they said, yeah, he's in the back room and he's laughing a lot.
Oh my God.
He's like our favorite patient. He's laughing a lot. And I said, what is he laughing at? And they're like, we have no idea. He's just laughing. And I'm like, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
He's a happy guy. So yeah, it sounds about right. So they said, it's going to be a while. So you can just go on back over to the hotel. We'll check on it, or we'll call you when he's home and he's ready. And I'm like, okay. So I think it was a couple hours later. And they call and they're like, okay, come on back over, park out front. We'll bring him down. They brought him down in a wheelchair, and they were so nice. They're like, the nurse was giving me the instructions in, telling me in detail what to do for him. And so it was amazing. And, of
I
course,
remember like bits and pieces, like telling one of the nurses, thank you for taking such good care of me. And,
do you remember telling her that you love her?
No.
Do you remember?
I don't remember that.
Do you remember the gentleman that pushed your wheelchair out and helped you into the car? You told him, I love you. Do you remember that?
Remember that.
No, he did that. So
I was fucking smoked, man. I had no idea what was going on.
It was awesome. So I take him back over to the hotel, and I'm like, just let me get the wheelchair out and help you inside. And he's like, okay. So we get into the room. And so this is what he looked like when he came into the room. So he's got basically, this is an ice pack, like 2 ice packs, and it's basically a diaper around his head.
Which is probably good because I was drooling all over myself.
The sheriff said he was a huge fan of the diaper.
They freeze your face just kind of like they do for a dental procedure.
Yeah.
I was never aware of any of it.
Right.
Because they did it while I was completely out.
So he's got all of this gauze in his mouth. And so every half an hour, I've got to change the gauze and either take the ice pack off or put it back on. So I've got a timer on my phone, and I asked him today, do you remember hearing the timer going off every half hour? And he said, no, I don't remember that at all. And I said, well, I was making sure that I was right on top of everything, checking that, and the first time that I changed the gauze, I said to him, okay, honey, I'm going to change the gauze. And so just wait a second, don't take it out yet. And he goes, it's been all out. I'm like, shit. I'm running over and grabbing the garbage can. And I'm like, he's leaning over and I'm like, what? So just getting the gauze put back in. And then, and everything. And it was so funny. Like, oh my God. Yeah, it was hilarious. I did the same thing. LOL, met my next ex-wife.
Nice. So have you had this done, Ricky?
Sounds like
I'm guessing he's had it done.
Yes.
I gotta say, it was. I expected that it would be painful at some point,
right?
And it really wasn't. I didn't. I mean, I pretty much laughed my ass off most of the time.
Dan, you're not in Utah, sir. Only one wife. He's a Southern Baptist.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was funny. So we're sitting there in the room and I'm laughing because I don't think I sat down for 3 hours. The first 3 hours that he was back in the room, because I would say do you want some water or do you want some tea? And he's like, no. And then I would walk away and he's like, can I have some tea?
I want some tea.
Sure, honey. Or I gave him, he wanted applesauce, so I gave him some applesauce.
No, I don't want it. Yeah, I'll have some.
He puts this first spoonful of applesauce in his mouth and he's like, this is really good. And it's coming all the way down. It was awesome. And then
I did that on purpose.
And then he's doing this, he couldn't speak very well, obviously, because he's got no teeth and he's got all this gauze in his mouth. So he's signing things to me and he's like, and I said, okay, I don't understand your sign language, honey. So I handed him his little notebook and a pen and he's writing messages. And I can tell you, this guy here gets really lovey-dovey when he's on this really good stuff.
My goodness, yeah.
And it was, I love you so much, honey. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for my assholishness. And all this stuff. And I'm like, I love you too, honey. And
by the way, so during all this, while I'm in surgery,
yeah,
my phone's blowing up.
Yeah. So and people are calling repeatedly on his phone that he left in the room, and so I just started answering his phone. I'm like, Dan Banks's phone. Can I help you? And totally being his secretary the whole day, and he's like.
Job offers.
Yeah, job offers.
Job offer.
One after another after
crazy.
another. And we've been waiting for 2 months for job offers, and so it was of course it's going on while he's in this dental procedure, know. And I'm like, he's in the middle of a dental procedure right now. Can he call you back tomorrow? Could you email him the information? And they're like, oh, sure. So so he gets back and he's looking at his phone. And one of the job offers, or one of the companies, had texted him. So he's texting on his phone. And I'm like, I'm looking over and he's texting, call my mom and call Aunt Darlene. And I'm like, honey, you're texting a company for a job. Can you please put your phone down? And he goes, no, I need to check that. I'm like, honey, please. So I took his phone and I said, in a couple hours, you can look at your phone again, but let's put the phone away for a while. So we call his mom because he had asked me 4 or 5 times, we need to call my mom. And I said, okay, we'll call your mom. So we're talking to her on speaker for probably 10 or 15 minutes. And so we get off the phone and 10 minutes later, he goes, we need to call my mom. And I said, we just talked to your mom. And he goes, no, my mom. And I said, my mom is dead. So whose mom do you think you were talking to just now? And so he's like, but I need to talk to my mom. And I'm like, okay, we'll call your mom in a little bit. We called Destroyer and we were talking to him. And so later that night.
Just know, if you get this done, they have the best drugs ever.
And it was.
I'm just saying.
It was awesome for me because like I had the best time. I don't know about you. I had the best time because
it was great.
Just listening to him, talking and everything, and just the sign language and everything. He kept pointing at things and everything, and I'm like, honey, can you write it down, please? Because I don't understand what you're talking about. So I felt really bad for the girls at reception for Nuvia because we kept calling and we were trying to get the prescription sent from for some reason it was sent to the Walgreens by our house, and so we were trying to get it transferred over to the Walgreens over by Nuvia. So the girls at Nuvia were amazing because they got this handled so quickly for us. And I said to Dan, I'm going to run over to Walgreens. So mind you, this has been, I don't know, maybe 2 hours, three hours maybe since he's come back to the room. So he's still not all the way here yet. So I said, I'm going to run over to Walgreens. It's like 2 minutes away. I'll be right back. And he said, I want to go. And I said, but honey, I'll come back in a minute. And he goes, no, I want to go because I want to pick up my ice cream. And I said, I think you're just going to get vanilla, right? With nothing in it. And he goes, no, I want something else besides vanilla. And I'm like, okay. So he gets up and he says, I need my hat. Okay. So I'm trying to walk around him to get his hat, and he leans down to pick up his hat. It was on a little bench, and he leans down to pick up his hat, and he continues going all the way down.
Well, here's what happened. It was on the TV stand thing, and I went to grab it and knocked it off onto the floor. So then I leaned down to get it, and I didn't stop. I just kept going.
He kept going all the way to the floor.
I couldn't stop myself.
So he's laying on the floor laughing, and I said,
I couldn't stop. I'm just laying there like, oh, what the hell just happened? I have no idea where I'm at right now.
So I said, honey, I don't think it's a very good idea for you to be laying on the floor flat like that. I think your head needs to be above your heart. And he goes, right, you're right. So I helped him up, and I said, why don't you just sit right here on the bed for a minute? I'll grab the wheelchair. So get him in the wheelchair, take him over to Walgreens, and he wants to push it himself. I'll do it myself. Okay. And then he's running into people. And I'm like, and I said, honey, can I push no, I'm doing it myself. So I looked over at this one guy that he had run into, and I said, I'm sorry, my grandpa is really feisty today. I'm sorry.
Because I didn't have any teeth at the time, so I looked like somebody's grandpa.
But he's got a mask on, so.
Oh no, you got to show him the pictures.
Yes. Well, I'm getting into that. So we're in Walgreens. We're waiting in line to get his prescription, and he pulls his mask down and goes and spits out some of his gauze, and I'm like,
what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? And this lady, an employee for Walgreens, comes over and she said, can I help you find something? So I'm holding on to a box of gauze, and he leans over, he goes to hand her the gauze. It's all bloody, like, mind you.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
looks like that.
Yeah. And I said, I'll take that, honey. Like, can I throw this away somewhere? Yeah, in the bathroom, whatever. So I'm like, so I just opened up the box of gauze. I'm going to buy it anyway and roll some up, throw it in his mouth. And I'm like, okay, put your mask up and just sit right there. Don't move.
Stop. Just stop it.
And he ended up picking up his ice cream.
I know the problem is, but you're a mean lady.
And what kind of ice cream did you end up getting?
I don't even
Vanilla.
Was it?
Vanilla.
Yeah.
Plain vanilla, just like I said. Just like I said. Those gummies hit hard. Ricky said, my wife is listening to this laughing as she can relate. Yes. If you're a caregiver for the person, you're a spouse for the person, I'm telling you, take the day off of work and go and wait for them to come to a little bit.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment.
I can guarantee that.
It is entertainment. Yes, definitely memorable. Yes, double blessing. Two Babe said, Aunt Darlene is my ride to work and Mom brings me lunch.
There you go.
I don't think it's the same Aunt Darlene, but so yeah, that was our fun time that day. But yeah, after like 3 or 4 hours, he was coherent enough to take a selfie and nice.
Yes.
Shani
Thank
and
you.
Nubia, thank you so much. Love your Smile Maker shirt. Awesome.
Shannon.
Shannon.
Yeah.
Yes, Shannon. Awesome. And yeah, he was coherent enough to take a selfie. At this point, he's got no teeth in his mouth, but he was in between changing of the gauze.
Yes.
At this point. But he's like, the second time I changed the gauze, he's like, it's really bloody. And I said, it's going to be for the first couple hours. If it's still that way after a couple hours, yeah, I'm going to call somebody and, but you're fine. This is normal. It's okay. But after like a couple hours, it was fine. And like all the spikes that he had in it, the metal spikes that he had in his mouth.
Yep.
Or the
That's
studs, the metal
that's
studs.
the metal studs where they.
Yes.
It's a titanium bone screw basically that they screw in, and then it's weird because it doesn't hurt.
Mm-mm.
You don't feel it.
And they have covers that are on top of it.
Yeah, to keep stuff from getting into it.
Yeah, before they put the actual teeth in there. So he had like covers that were on top of the metal studs that were in there that night.
Yeah.
So.
And they put when they put those in, when they have your jaw open, they put something in there to make your bone regrow itself.
Yes.
And whatever that is, it works beautiful. I can tell you. But it was weird having those in my mouth, and then I remember feeling them in my mouth, and I could feel them, and then like the ones on the top, one of the things was loose, and I kept like trying to push it back on. The caps. But yeah, it was crazy.
Vic says, my ex-wife said I woke up out of anesthesia from wisdom teeth removal, and I was hitting on the nurses and banging on the window room. Probably why we're divorced. Hey,
Hey, you know what? Shit happens.
Yes. No sense of humor. Good call. Yes.
There you
go. No sense of humor. My favorite picture, this one here. Look, Ma, no teeth. You look like a crazy man.
I look like a goofball. Oh, wow.
That is my husband, everyone. That is my husband right there. Yes. Also, by about a foot and 100 pounds, I was the biggest person in the place. So wobbly, giant, little people. Oh, right. God. Yes. Oh, my God.
Yes. Everybody's trying to help you, and you're fucking like smashing them. Oh, sorry.
Were those screws torque screws? Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
I know that they probably were something that, well, because I used to do titanium bone screws when I worked at Camcar.
Yeah.
I used to make them on CNC.
Yeah. Here's Johnny.
It looks like Gollum.
It looks like Gollum. Awesome. It was a little. I will tell you, it was a little weird seeing him like that with no teeth because it was crazy. It was crazy seeing him like that. Like I could imagine what he would look like if we were 75 years old or something. He didn't have any teeth, it was weird. Yeah. They were quarter 20
security screws.
Screws. Yes.
Yep.
Pretty good. Yeah. So so that night he ended up having, we got back to the hotel. He eats his ice cream right away. And then I think he wanted like yogurt or something. We had like the little packets of yogurt and applesauce and pudding and
we went shopping.
Yeah, we had brought stuff up there, and I have my tiny little pizza that I got from a gas station that was not very
Apparently
good.
that was the wrong answer.
It was not good.
She did not like it at all.
I like the ice cream that I got a lot better.
Yeah.
But it was something to eat, so it was fine.
I want to say I got Haagen-Dazs or something. It was really good.
Yeah, it was good. It was tasty. Yeah, the movie Headshot. For sure. Yeah, and so he was coming around a lot better. He was talking a lot better. his eyes weren't glassy anymore. So I think it like he wanted to go outside and go for a walk around the hotel. And I'm like, are you sure? 'Cause I don't want you to fall down, you know. But he's like, no, I want to go for a walk. And so
but then my knee was because I don't know if I'm thinking the doctor must have laid on my knee when he was trying to get the one tooth
that was laying down.
Crooked.
Yeah.
I think he must have had to lay on me to get it out. And then I swear he apologized to me for laying on my knee.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did or not. I might have been hallucinating at that point.
But yeah, he's like, I want to go for a walk outside, and I'm like, okay.
But let me just tell you, I actually talked to the doctor before they started doing the surgery, and I said, how long have you been doing this? And he said, I've been doing this for over 20 years. And he said, I've done probably 50,000 or more of these surgeries. And he's like, yeah, nothing to worry about. I'm the best there is. And I said, I like that. That's why I want working on me right there.
He was a lot better than this guy.
You know what, on second thought, Mr. Tourette, I think we're gonna have to pull the tooth.
A lot better than
I'll just give you a little shot here. Yeah, I'll be right with you.
Yeah, he didn't have to worry about that.
Nope.
No. But he was, Dan he was talking a lot better. He was doing better. It reminded me of something though. The way you were talking, it reminded me of something. And I found it. I found what it reminded me of. Oh. It wasn't quite that bad, but it was close. It was really close.
Not quite.
But we ended up he was fine. He slept on. He didn't sleep that night. He was up pretty much all night, but
I wasn't in pain.
No.
I was sitting there going, watching YouTube videos all night.
You weren't texting anybody though, right?
Oh, I probably texted all kinds of people.
No, you were texting
sure.
my brother. You were texting my brother that.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, the text messages that were going out to people, they were hilarious.
I texted Eric. I was making him laugh.
So I have a question. Why do I have a box of 30 small hands?
Because you need somebody to give you a hand. Hey, we could clap.
You're in a handy mood.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, your pop said maybe you could get some of those same teeth only with Dracula fangs for home.
But there you go. See?
Yeah, I don't think they do that though.
I don't think they do that.
I don't think they'll do that though.
These teeth are titanium. The what do you call it? The prosthetic part or whatever it is titanium. It's a titanium plate, and then it has zirconium teeth, and I forget what it's what's it called? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Hydrophilic acid?
No, it's space age material. We'll just say that. These teeth, you can they show like a little video of it smashing an apple, like chopping it in half, and it just goes like you gotta be careful because if you get you can't if you bite your cheek, it will lacerate your cheek.
Yeah.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
But I haven't really bit my tongue. I haven't really
That's good.
done any I haven't bit.
He's
my
been
teeth.
really careful.
I've been
very
careful, but yeah, especially because I know these teeth. Yeah, they'll mess some stuff up if you're not careful.
Yeah.
So
So we get up the next morning. I was exhausted, so I laid down and went to sleep. We get up the next morning and we decide we're gonna go downstairs and try and have some breakfast. So he's got no teeth still. And he doesn't have the gauze in anymore because it's not bleeding. So he goes over and he gets some eggs from, the breakfast thing. And I don't remember what else.
It's a Holiday Inn Express, and they have, the continental breakfast. They have a really nice continental breakfast. They have eggs. They have like a little taco bar thing. They have like omelets, cinnamon rolls, all kinds of stuff. So I get it. I'm thinking I'll try an egg and I'll try and I'm like, I don't have teeth at this point, so I guess I'll try to gum it. I don't know.
So he gave up after like 2 bites because
I put it in my mouth and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Just swallow it? I don't know. Unless I chop it into little tight pieces, it ain't gonna work. So
he decided it was better to just go back up and have some yogurt and some applesauce and some pudding. Destroyer says I can breathe better from the nasal lift.
Yes, that's the other thing they do is they do a nasal lift, which is nice.
Yeah. So we go back over there and we had our appointment at like 3:00 in the afternoon. So we're driving around, and because we had a late checkout of 1.
Something like that.
So we decided, we'll go over and get a Frosty for him because he wanted something cold.
We didn't have to be back there to put the teeth in until 3.
Yeah. So we go over and we're walking through Walmart. And we're walking
We're
through. We're
basically wasting time,
We're walking through PetSmart,
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
PetSmart was fun.
Yeah. Well, we had to find toys for our dogs, so we had to do that.
God, we miss our dogs so much.
I know. Our dogs are staying with his mom and pop, so
they're taking good care of our puppies. We miss our puppies. Though.
Yes. So we get over there and they put the new teeth in, and
graphene.
Yes.
That's what the gum looking part is graphene. Yeah.
So it was amazing, and it didn't take very long. They go in and take the caps off. The protective caps off of the screws, the screws, and then ended up putting the teeth in. And I'm sitting there the whole time, and I can see it looks amazing. He said, she said, would you like to post more videos in Smile Maker Club? That would be so awesome. Yes, that would be amazing. Yes, please. And so they're going to do the reveal for him. And it was emotional. I mean, I was already crying because he looked so amazing. But it was
emotional for me.
Here's the reveal.
Now I'm going to go ahead and hand you the mirror, but don't look quite yet, okay? We're going to count down, okay? All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
It was really amazing. Just couldn't believe it.
Yes. Amazing.
Yes. Yeah, nasal lift? What's that? Like, seriously, never heard of it.
I don't know what it is they do, but whatever it is, it works.
Yes.
They put that, I don't know, like I said, they put some stuff in to help your bone grow. And I think Eric said that he had a nasal lift. I'm not sure what that is, but yeah.
Destroyer said discount. Just kidding. So once we were getting ready to leave, we were leaving here, and his new teeth, had to take a picture of his new teeth.
Yep.
It was amazing. Yes, I cried at my reveal. I really thought he was going to cry. He started tearing up after I cut the video. So, I did.
I cried.
He was emotional.
A little bit.
He was emotional. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. For Ricky, same.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It's just crazy because you go from feeling not so great about your mouth to all of a sudden, wait a minute, I can smile.
Yeah.
I don't have to try to keep my lips closed.
Right.
I still have a little bit of a lisp right now, and I'm gonna have a little bit of a whatever.
It's a little,
whatever. But yeah.
Yeah. Dan, I'm so thrilled for you, man. Seriously, hoping to get mine done eventually. Yes.
It's worth it, bro.
Yes.
For sure.
Destroyer said he was emotional as well. Yeah, it's an emotional thing when you see this brand new smile. You know, it's
crazy.
incredible. Good deal, Dan. Take care, everyone. Have to take a call. Thank you so much, too, babe, for coming in.
Thanks, too, babe.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was emotional for sure.
Yeah, and they're telling us once we were getting ready to leave, they're saying like you have to eat soft foods for 4 months. Anything, and they give you a plastic fork, so anything that you can cut with a plastic fork.
They want to make sure that your screws that they put in stay put in there. So they just don't want you eating anything that's super hard,
right,
until that's all healed.
Yeah.
Like Eric can chew ice.
Yeah.
And I haven't been able to chew ice since I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been since I've been able to chew ice. But I don't chew ice. Yes. I don't chew ice.
Soon
I got a while to go before I can start chewing ice again.
A few months, yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's amazing though. He's able to eat things, that.
Because I had what do they call it? I had silver fillings.
Yeah.
And anytime you got anything near cold near that silver filling was like ah.
Yeah. But we did get this next picture here. It's not on the list of things that he's allowed to have, but I think he probably could have it. Ground pork.
Ground pork. Look at there. We found ground pork for $3.50
at Fry's
in a 2-pound whatever that thing is.
Yeah, 2-pound package. So ground pork. I mean, who knew that you could have ground pork? I think Nubia. I think you need to add it to your list of things you can have. Ground pork. Apparently, it's at Fry's. I didn't know, but yeah, ground pork.
It's a fat 2-pound, $3.50. What? 80-20. Oh, 80% lean, 20% fat.
Oh, like Vic said, I haven't seen pork since I was a kid. That's the first time I've seen it in a while. Yeah, we were walking through Fry's, picking out some more yogurt and picking out more yogurt and pudding and applesauce and stuff for him. And Dan's like, hey, it's ground pork. What do you know? And it was easy. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I love Bork and Mindy. Reminds me of the Muppets cook Bork. Bork. That's exactly what it reminds me of. I should have put that in as a picture.
Oh, there you go. See?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh well.
Yeah, this whole process has been amazing. It's been amazing. And now I have this guy here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am intrinsically no good.
Oh, so I talked to Nokia.
Yes.
And they wanted me to
That's the bone and pork ground.
Bone and pork ground.
Yes, apparently. Bone and pork ground.
Something like that. I don't know. I wasn't going to buy it.
Bunsen and Beaker were my favorite. I call Foggy Beaker all the time. She hates me for it.
That's so mean.
Oh my God. Yeah, okay. So you talked to Nokia.
So I talked to Nokia and they want me. So I actually went this week. So last 2 weeks ago I went in for my surgery. Last week I went in and did my drug test. So
it was weird. So he goes in, he gets done with with this procedure 2 weeks ago on Thursday. 2 weeks ago today.
Yeah.
And the next day he gets a call from Nokia that they want to hire him.
It was actually my buddy Vince, who I used to work with with T-Mobile, and George Meyer, who is awesome, one of my favorite people in the entire world. He used to be my boss over there.
Yes.
And he's been telling Nokia, you need to hire him now.
So then last Tuesday we went over and we thought, and Dan said, let's go house hunting and look for a house because we've been staying with my brother.
Yes, we've been staying with her brother. We found a house.
So Dan finds this house that's amazing. So, they've been, we
in
filled it out.
Chandler, Arizona.
It's actually 7 minutes from Eric and like 10 minutes away from my brother.
Yep.
So it's like right in the middle, and it's amazing.
Very nice house.
Yeah, he said they want to hire you as a commercial model. New teeth, new job, better than the lottery.
There you go.
And new house. It's amazing. Yeah. Your dad said I watched Bork and Mindy years ago.
Yeah, Mork and Mindy was freaking.
All I hear when she's mad at me is me, 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 me.
Yes, I like it.
Anyways, yes. So it's just been like the last 2 weeks have just been like, okay, you get new teeth. Okay, now you're getting a new job, and
now you got a new house.
Now you're getting a house,
crap.
and it's like, okay, hurry up,
Life
and
change.
get all this stuff, and now wait.
Wow. Yeah, and that's the only other thing is
Yeah.
we've been waiting for 2 weeks for the background check and all the other stuff to get gone through. I got my laptop for Nokia, so I actually start Monday.
Yeah.
With Nokia, making really good money. Like, I can't even begin. It's choking me up.
I know, it's making me want to cry. It's making me want to cry.
Sorry, I'm just so grateful to every.
Yes.
To Nubia,
Yes.
to Nokia, Nokia, crazy. Life is good.
If the owner of
Life
the
is
house's name is Nadia, I'm going to fall down. Like, seriously, I'm going to fall down. Nubia does change lives. Thankful for them.
Yes.
Amen. It's been amazing. Like, and for everybody that watches us every single week and, our faithful followers here, we cannot express enough how thankful we are that for all of your prayers, all of your
well wishes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We can't thank you enough because you guys have really kept us going.
It's been rough.
That we've had a lot of stress. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago, how stressed out we were. And this procedure, the crazy thing about this is we were so stressed out leading up to this procedure, and we talked to each other driving over there the night before the procedure, and we had a really good talk about our relationship and just to go through that. And then, of course, he's saying I love you and expressing his gratefulness.
I'm stressed out because of my job. I'm stressed out because we don't have a house. I'm stressed out because I quit smoking.
Yeah.
It's just like all this stuff all together, and then all these blessings hit us at once. Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. And
amazing.
It's
absolutely
you
amazing.
You guys really helped us to continue going
to keep it real. And to keep moving forward.
Because, and to be able to laugh with you, to be able to talk with you.
It's been rough.
It's meant the world to us. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to cry. I don't want to cry.
God is good.
Yes.
As my dad said.
Yes. Isn't God good?
Yes. What's the upside down question marks, man? Really?
Everything coming together for you guys. Congrats. Thank you so much. Yes.
Finally.
It was amazing. #blessed. God love you. That you help to keep a lot of us going as well, right?
I hope so.
We love you. We love you guys so much.
That's why we do this, because we want everybody needs to help everybody these days because of everything that's going on right now. We really
felt
together.
led.
Especially us older generation, like Gen X, we need to stick together. We're here for you guys as much as you are for us, and we appreciate you guys.
And, when we first started this channel, we prayed a lot about how do we want this channel to be? And we prayed about this a lot, about we want this to be a blessing to other people. We want this to be, a ministry to other people.
Yeah.
And, talking about our faith, talking about.
We're not the most Christian people you'll ever meet. I mean,
we swear,
we have our
we
we
get
have our
raunchy,
faults.
we get whatever, but
Okay, but deep down, we love God, we love Jesus, and we're never going to change. We're never going to change that because our lives are so much better with God in it. There's no other way.
Yeah.
There's just no other way.
Yeah, and we feel led to be with you and to go back and forth with you and share struggles that we're having, because yes, I wrote a marriage book. I wrote a book about how to keep marriage going. Making Marriage Last is the name of it, by Beth
On Amazon.
And
Making Marriage Last.
Yes, I wrote a marriage
Amazon.
book, but we are definitely not experts in marriage. We struggle. We argue with each other. We have times where we're not doing this perfectly, because no married couple does this perfectly.
No, there's no way to do it perfectly.
But what we have together is a friendship that is very strong.
That will last forever.
We like to laugh together. Obviously, we like to.
Yes. We like to entertain. We like to entertain people like you. We like to entertain. When we're in the grocery store, we're entertaining people. That's just who we are.
We're laughing with people we're trying to laugh.
We're always laughing. We're always having fun.
Why
because
not?
You know what?
Life's
too freaking short. Have fun.
Yes, life is short. You might as well laugh, and you can find silver linings in anything that you see. And you know what? If it takes getting all of your teeth pulled out of your mouth for you to say I love you and I appreciate you, hey.
I think a lot of that was just.
It was the drugs.
Smoking and doing all this other stuff and stressed out and.
Yes. It was a lot. It was a lot.
It still is. It still is.
Yes.
We're still going through it.
God rocks.
God's helping us through this. There's no other way through it.
Yes.
There's no other way through it.
Congrats, so many doors have opened. Enjoy the
Yes.
ride.
Thank you, John.
Amen.
Appreciate it.
Yes. You deserve this and so much more. May God continue to bless you.
Thank
you. Thank you. Yes, true. Be a bulldog, shake it till it's dead.
There you go. Hold on to it, shake it till it's quit smoking.
We love you guys in Nubia.
Thank you,
Love
Nubia.
you.
We appreciate you guys.
You guys are amazing. Saturday, you've been married 33 years. Congratulations,
Wow.
Turbo Tom.
Nice.
So happy for you.
That is awesome.
Yes.
That's an accomplishment.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you guys are real. Yeah.
We try to be.
We try to be.
I mean, this is my dad talking to you right now.
Yeah.
He's telling you that this is us. This is really us. This is who we are. It's what we do. That's just how we are. Whenever, because you guys, I'm sure at some point will meet every one of you people, because that's just how it works out.
Yeah.
And when we meet you guys, I can't wait to give you a hug and tell you how much I appreciate you.
And that was one of the goals that when we started this channel was we don't want to come on here and pretend like we've seen other couple channels where, oh my gosh, we're perfect and we're happy all the time and this is great, and we didn't want to do that.
It's not facts.
No,
it's not true.
There's times where
everybody has struggles.
Yeah,
everybody does. We've
shared with you guys. There's times where we've started the show and 10 minutes before the show started, we were having an argument, and we've told you that. Yeah. Hey, we just had an argument.
Just so you know, we're pissed off at each other right now.
We don't like each other all that much right now.
I mean,
we love each other, but we don't like each other very much.
Saying, we've actually been going into a show like mad at each other, and it's just that's how it is.
That's just how it is sometimes,
That's life.
Having my mouth rebuilt changed my life.
It does.
Yes. Exciting.
Amazing.
Yes, very exciting. So yeah, that's our story. So, and he went in today and we got to see our girls at the front desk, and they're amazing. I love them. I love them all so much.
Yes.
Like I swear, I felt.
I'm sure some of them are watching right now.
Yes.
And if you're watching, we love you guys. Thank you.
You make my day every time I talk to you.
Thank you for taking good care of me.
Yes.
You guys are awesome.
Yes. And like I said at the beginning of the show, if you're having a bad day, go into a newbie office, talk to them for a few minutes, because they're
just
all
great people.
Yes, and they all are smiling and happy, and And you can tell a lot by a company, you know, by
Yes.
how they interact with each other, you know, and they're all so friendly and just anything that you need, they're right there to help you out.
Yep.
And I just love them. I love them. So
And again, if you're thinking about doing it, look at these.
yes.
I am intrinsically no good.
You'll have a smile like that. So we are going to get going for the night.
Yep.
But thank you guys so much for coming in. We love you guys so much. And we're going to end our show the way we normally do with our song for when we're going through things, Three Little Birds.
Yes.
And thank you guys so much. We can't wait to talk to you again next week. Hopefully by then we'll be in a new house.
Yes, hopefully. And we'll show you the new
Yes.
house. Ha-ha! That'll be fun.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for coming in. We love you so much.
Good luck.
Don't worry about a thing.